Hey everybody, Tyler here from GetJeeping.com. Go and check us out at GetJeeping.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all the social media links were there. So today we're going to be installing the K&N 1545 cold air intake for the 2005 Tucson Grand Cherokee here. It's supposed to improve the gas mileage and horsepower. I actually picked this up as a part unit for $100 and then had to order an intake tube for $70 from K&N themselves. So I got the whole system for $170 and it's a $250 system. It's a really awesome deal. So always look out for those deal, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. So you see right here we have the intake tube for the main air intake. You have your filter that goes here, and then you have your clamps here, and then the actual intake tube. I'm not going to be using any of this stuff. So right out here is a clip. You undo a clip. There's one on each side. That's going to pull your main hose out. And here's your chuck hose that you need to pull out. We're using that later as well. Go and undo one of the clamps. And just by turning, you can either use a screwdriver or actual socket set. I don't remember the size. But once you unscrew it, just pull, give a good force to it, and it pops right out. Now undo your top clamp. This can be finicky at times. Just pull and pull until you get it out. And eventually it just pulls right out once you get the whole clip out. So go ahead and get this out of the way and move your chuck hose out of the way and take out your air filter. Now we're going to be taking out the vacuum box. This is a bolt we have to remove, and then it slides on up. This nut, I believe it's an 8mm or a 10, but it is millimeter. Once you're done, take off your actual vacuum hose. It's going to make a loud popping sound probably. Don't be frightened by that. Next, we need to take off the grill. Real simple. It has these clips here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 clips. Really easy to take off. All you do here is take a flathead screwdriver and put it in one of the slots and kind of pry up, and the main nut part is going to come out. It's not threaded. And then you're going to come out the bottom part that actually clips it in, and then you go ahead and pull the grill off by pulling forward. Now we're going to take out the intake valve, you might call it. Just give it a good pull on it, and it should pop off because it's not clipped. It's just kind of attached together, and then it pulls right on out. Now we're going to be taking off the actual air box, and there's a nut down here you need to take off. It's kind of a long ways down there, and I think that was going to be probably a 10mm. You also need to take out your coolant for your radiator so you can kind of get in here, because you need a bolt removed to actually get into the actual unit. So just by turning that, that's going to pull off the actual nut, and there's no more nuts in the system, but that one, the rest is just kind of like clamped in there. And you're going to pull pretty hard, and it should pop on out, and then you take the whole air box out itself. Now that you have all this out, you have your heat shield here with none of the parts on it. Go ahead and start putting your parts on it, and follow your manual, and it's going to have all the parts on it and tell you where to put them and how to do it. So let's go ahead and do that part. And then once you have all the parts on it, then go ahead and install the unit itself. It's really easy to do. Just follow your manual. There's 3 connection points you have to worry about, and it's all fasteners and bolts, and so it's really easy to put in. Kind of hard to show you because since I didn't have a camera. Next, go ahead and put your coolant box back in, and then we're going to go ahead and put the tube on the air manifold itself. There's 2 clips. Those are the smallest clips they give you, and we need to put on. Go ahead and kind of fasten it all down and get it in the right place, and then go ahead and turn your nuts again. Now put your intake tube in, leaving the chuck hose down the bottom with the K&N part pointed towards the engine compartment. Now go ahead and fasten the other clip to the mounting bracket for the air intake itself. This is so that the air intake does not fall down. It's kind of just a clamp to hold it on. You see there's a mount bracket there. Next is one of the main parts. You have to put your air filter in. It has 2 clamps on it. It has another rubber kind of grommet that you have to put on. Again, follow your directions to do that. I'm going to stick the grommet on the actual intake tube, and then mount the clamp itself to go ahead and fasten it all together. Try to get these as tight as possible, because if you get a leak, then your air system's going to leak, and then you have no point in be doing this in the first place. So you want all your connections tight. So now that's all in and everything's ready, you want to go ahead and make sure all your parts are back in, make sure your intake tube's in correctly, make sure your fasteners are in. There's 3 here that you make sure, and then go ahead and plug in your chuck hose into the actual intake tube. There's a little bung hole here that you can plug it into, and then also you need to reconnect the vacuum hose down here. Don't forget to do that. Make sure your filter is in tightly, it's not wiggling. You also have a security sticker here that the manual tells you to put in. I'm going to go ahead and stick it on the heat shield itself, just so that it's easy to see. And so that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this part, and let's go ahead and listen to the engine and go from there.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more. Again, check us out on GetJeeping.com. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and have a lot more coming soon, so stay tuned. And I'll talk more about this K&N filter in the future, about what kind of gas mileage and speed I'm getting with it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next.